Alright, stream's not working, so this is for the video only. We'll upload to YouTube later. We're ready to play set 1, Redlands Rendezvous. Facing off against Storm 18 Adidas.
Well, we have a summer league in cricket club. Okay. There's 4 straight leagues. Okay.
Running 2 liberos here. Something on the scorer table getting straightened out. We should be set to play. Storm with the serve. Line up there, Nia, Maddie, MK across the front, Azul, Bella, and Dayla across the back. There's our libero spot. We're bringing Emily in on the 2 liberos. I'll be looking for Ava on the other libero swap. Serve, we're off into set 1. Emily receives Azul, hand sets back to MK, gives it a roll shot over. Shallow, played up. On the attack from the Storm. Azul, good touch, keeps it alive. Strong one arm, just short of going over. Good hustle there on an off ball. Adidas Storm 18 strikes first. They serve point 2, just long and out. Side out heat needed. There we go. Ball's back. Over. Mia starting us off serving here. 1-1, early in set one, match one of pool play. Service in on the 116, played out by the 1. Slightly overpassed over Azul on the solo kill. 2-1, Heat on top. Be looking for your Heat playing again right after this. There's this. Oh, I saw the foot fault, but the line didn't. Shanked off, that's an ace. (3-1) Heat on top. Azul on the serve. Yep, another foot fault there. That's going to be caught that time. Storm getting the side out. Substitution. Going to bring Hadley into the back row for Mia. Pardon me, that was Mia serving, not Azul. (3-2) Storm serves it. Azul, that is Azul. Hadley gets there. Good hustle. Azul were able to free ball that. We're still alive and playing. Good tip tossed over there. Falls pay dirt. We're knotted up at 3s. Three free still tied up there. Shanked off and back. That's an ace for Storm. Storm back on top by 1 early on in set 1 here. Service sent, looking across there. Hadley keeps out in front there. Daly to Azul off the block. It's up, tipped over. Daly, Hadley. Okay, Emily settles it down, sends it over. On the slide, Storm through the block and down. Storm back up on top by 2. (3-5) serve, short end of the net, side out. Heat back on top. There's our libero swap. Bella coming into the front row duties. Emily out, Maddie back to serve. Down by 1, Maddie on the serve. On that 5-6 seam, played out by the 6 in the libero spot. Outside. We're tied up 5-5. Maddie on the serve, going right at that 5 spot, played out. Libero gets there. Good push by Azul, looking for empty spot, middle. Good up. Great up by Daly there, out of the reach for a second help. Storm point. Libero swap brings Ava into the back row. You're not seeing things. We're running 2 liberos. 5-6, Heat down by 1. There's the serve. Service sent, short into the net. Heat back within 1. Have some substitutions here. Charlotte coming in for MK. And Jessa coming into the front row for Daly. Charlotte back to serve. Heat down by 1 early in set 1. Sends us on the 5-6 seam, played out by the 6. Set over, outside attack coming. That's going to be Storm point. I saw a follow through, hand hit the net. R2 did not, so we'll move on to the next point. Substitution Storm. Heat down by 2. Foot fault there. Substitution. Getting Aretzi into the front row. Adley pardon me, Oretzi there. And that is Mia coming to the front row for Hadley. Sorry about that. Retzi serving, beat down by 1 on that 1-6 The 1 plays it. Tipped over. Dig there by Charlotte. Second contact shortened into the net. Beat down by 2. Stuck her arm out there defensively. Shank out. Point. Storm up by 3 now. Mia sends it over. Back row attack coming. Down the pipe. Good up there by Retzi. Ava. Bella's able to 3-ball that shallow into the donuts. Dug out. Quick set looking to the outside. Oh, good defensive hustle. They're falling for a strong point. Storm down by 4 here in set 1. And there's the serve from Storm. Mia. Charlotte looking for Bella. Over the block and down. That's a kill. Bella clocking the first kill of the match. Libero swap. Bring Emily back to serve. Maddie back into the front row. Beat down by 3. Good serve by Emily there. Played out by the 6th. Middle back. We get a free ball back from Libero to Libero. Charlotte eyeing it up. Looking for Jessa. Catches high hands, dug out, middle. Long of the court, point Storm. Back within, Storm, pardon me, Heat, back within 2. Emily on the serve, sends it. 5-6 seam, played out more like a 5 in the barrel spot. Outside attack coming. And, ooh, good defensive hustle to get that ball. Just not up where second touch could help. Heat down by 3. Nearing the midpoint here of set number 1. Stuck that arm out there, shanked it back. There we go. All right, thanks to court 27 for returning our ball. There's the serve. Jessa. Charlotte. Looking for Maddie. Into the block and down. Great strike. Block sealed it. Heat down by 5. Midway through. There's the serve. Emily. Out of reach for any help. Heat down by 6. Coach wants a timeout and to talk about it. See if we can't stop the bleed. I'll try again between sets. I'll try again between sets.
Okay. 23 and 36. It keeps playing last year.
We're out of the timeout. Down by 6. Storm on the serve here. St. Emily. Jessa. Maddie free balls that. Deep ball. Played out by the libero. Quick set for the middle. Short into the net. There's the side out. Coach Maddie getting a coach's point there. Stopping the bleed at 5. Got some substitutions for you. We're going to get MK back into the front row. And Daly into the back. And the serve. Pete's got some work to do. That's the first to 25, not the first to 16. And we're off. Daly sends it. Short into the net. Serve receiver, Assembler Wild to the right, not playable for a second touch. Service sent. Doesn't make it off the tape. Falls for a heat point. Into the substitution, get a Zool back into the front row. Mia's coming back at you to serve. There it is, deep ball, right for 6 in that middle back. Doesn't make it back over in time. Heat getting a point back within 5. Service sent. Pushed out with an outside attack around the block and out. Oh. Out ball called in. Substitution. Gap is 6. Ball is sent. Hadley. Daly looking for Azul. Around the block. Just long, doesn't catch high hands. There's the serve. Emily sends it over to the Storm side. Punched over. Emily. Daly looking for MK. Little off shot there. Rolled over to the back. Middle set. Middle tip. And out. Lucky break there. We're going to have up our libero swapping. Maddie back to serve. Bella into the front row. I apologize. I missed getting Emily credit for being in there. Maddie on the serve right at the 6th spot, the middle back. Get set, middle. Daly, NK to Daly to Azul into the block. Hadley helps it out. Quick dump by Bella, got away with it. Outside attack coming, around the block. Hadley with the big dig. Daly looking for Azul. Be the Storm side out. Brings in Ava into the back row there on the libero swap. Caught that one. Storm down by Storm. Heat down by 7. 2 Storm. First in the red zone here. Ball is sent. MK gets it up. Azul. Great hustle there. Hadley sends it over on a nice free ball. Outside attack coming. Off the block of MK. Seals it. That'll be some mojo there. Substitutions coming in. We got Charlotte coming in to serve. Jessa coming into the front row. Heat's down by 6. Storm's in the red zone. Got work to do, but not over yet. Charlotte sends us off into play. Nice ball on the 116. Played out by the 6. Set over, looking for the outside. Good throw down into the block. Point Storm. Leads back to 7 for Storm. Timeout. Heat. I'm showing 14-21. Storm 18 Adidas on top over your OKC Heat 18 National. fighting every way here. This is the first set of the first game of the first tournament of the season here. These girls will be back in action in 2 weeks at Crossroads in Colorado for a 3-day national qualifier. Since I'm recording this one, we will try to get back to the live stream here for the second set. We'll have about 3 minutes to get through tech stuff to see if we can go. And if it does or doesn't, we'll snip in the whole game this evening or tomorrow onto the YouTube. There's the serve out of the timeout. Foot fault. That's a coach's point. Heat down by 6. Some substitutions coming at you here. Who do we got there? It's a Retzi coming in to serve. And Azul back into the front row. Heat down by 6. Looks like we're almost out of subs here. That's what I just heard. But 4 from the finish for Storm. Heat has a ways to go here, but they can do it. Good serve to the middle back. Off shot. Yep. Finds pay dirt. Well struck off speed. Tip your hat. On to the next play. Deficit's back to 7. 15-22. Storm 18, Adidas on top and with the serve. Sends us off into play. Shallow ball. Aretzi gets there. Oops. Miscommunication there, but it gets played over on a free ball. Able to run the system on the slide. Around the block. Good up by Ava. Ava. Back set. Charlotte looking for Jessa. Into the block. The block denies it, sends it to the court. (23-15), Storm 18, Adidas on top. And with the serve. Short end of the net, keep point, keep digging. That'll bring up our libero swap. Maddie back into the front row. And not Ava, sorry, that's Emily coming in to serve. That's why I missed it last time. Confused myself. I'll get better at it. Serve on the 5-16, played out to the 5. Outside attack coming, over the block. Aretzi gets there. Good pop by Jessa to keep that live. Maddie sends it over on the free ball. Great hustle by Aretzi there. Into the donut. This will bring up set point number 1 for Storm 18 Adidas. This is a best of 3 contest, so we won't let first set ruin it. Plenty of volleyball to be played, and there's a serve. Jessa, get their in, and over. It's in set number 1. All right, let's try and get this streamed out. Mic check, 1 2 1 2. We're trying to be live. Let me see how this. Nope. Trying again here. Hopefully we can get this live stream going for set number 2. Heat dropped the first one. Well, Heat dropped the first set. I'll have to get back to you on what it was. Signal's awfully weak, so I can't guarantee we'll hang in there this whole time. But we will try. Get ready for set number 2. Lineup's looking pretty similar to the last. Hey, full bars out of nowhere. I'm gonna try step. Nope, not full bars. Well, we're just gonna have to hope for our best, and hopefully I don't have to switch and just go back to video. I apologize, this is gonna be choppy for you. We'll upload the full match later on this evening. He'll be starting with the ball. Daly should be first server there. I didn't mean Azul flip there. Mia, Maddie, MK across the front. Lost our connection again. All right, we're back with set number 2. Daly back to serve. Let's get our libero swap in there. And into the back row. We'll get these bugs worked out on the string. Service sent. Storm striker first. Heat down by 1. Mia. Back to the parents. There's the serve. Emily. 0-3, Storm on top with the serve. Sends it. Azul. Daly. On the dump into the donut. Libero gets there. Outside attack coming. Over the block. Azul. Daly. Mia. Dugout. Outside attack. Around the block and down. Storm getting the earn point there. Storm with the serve. Shortening the net. Heat on the board. Mia back to serve. On the 5-6 seam, played out by the 6. Back set, looking for a right side attack. Off the block and out. Substitution bring Hadley into the back row. One to 5, Heat down by 4. Emily, Daly, Azul looking off. Hadley and Emily collide, but Hadley gets the dig there. We're still working. Outside attack coming around the block. Emily. Azul around the block, or over the block, I should say. Middle attack around the block. Emily. Daly on the free ball. Great free ball there over. Free ball back from Storm there, out of system. MK. Daly looking for Maddie. Into the donut dugout by the middle. Right side. Splits the defenders. Finds court. One to 6, Storm on the low side. Heat on the low side. Hadley, Maddie, looking cross. Azul plays it attackingly there through between the sticks. Middle swipe. Daly, great effort there. Laid out for that one. Kept it alive. Heat down by 6. serve. Hadley. Earned the ace. Heat 1, Storm 8. The serve. Shallow ball. Hadley gets there. Daly looking for Azul. Okay. Outside attack and out. Heat earning the point. Libero spot brings Bella into the front row. Maddie back to serve. In a 6-point hole. Maddie sends it right at the middle back there. Dug out. Right side attack coming. Libero swap bring Ava into the back row. Double substitution by Storm 18 Adidas. We're up by 7, 2-9 here in set number 2. There's the serve. Ava towards the bench. Ten to 2. Heat down by 8. Oh, 11 to 2. Heat low side by 9. Serve is long and out. Gonna have some substitutions here. Charlotte coming into the back row in the serve. And Jess are going into the front row. 3 to 11. Short. Three to 12. Heat on the low side. Storm on the serve. Sends it. Ava. Charlotte, Bella, good pop after the block, goes up on the joust, around the block and around the defender. Great defensive hustle there by the front row. Finds pay dirt. Heat is down by 10. So Ava, Charlotte, beautiful set there. Azul, short into the net. Charlotte, Jess on the push attack to Coffin's corner, dug out. Off the block. Not sure if the pancake was successful or not, doesn't matter. Timeout Heat, coach wants to talk about it. In a 12-point deficit right now, 3 to 15 here in set number 2. We're midway through. Once we fight, we're out of the timeout. Storm on the serve. Sends us off into play. Hadley. Charlotte looking for Jessa, giving it a ride. Okay, caught high hands. We'll take it. That's a kill. Some substitutions coming in. We're going to get Retzi back to serve. Mia back into the front row. Down by 11. It ain't over yet. Midway through, Retzi sends us into play. Looking long. Good hustle. Oh, great defensive hustle. Falls just out. Down by 12. Storm sends it to Retzi. Charlotte looking for Bella. Over the block. Reached up. Outside attack through the block. Retzi with a big old dude. Mia. Charlotte. Jess on the attack. Over the block. Misses hands. Oh, sorry. Undo that. There we go. There we go. 4-17, Storm with the serve. Heat in the hole here. There's the serve. Mia. Charlotte. Oh, short end of the net. Alexi, Charlotte. Looking for Jessa into the block and down. Down by 15. Mia, Charlotte. Scoring table. Storm 18 Adidas first to the red zone here with a 16-point lead. Mia. Charlotte looking for Mia again. Tight. Cross court cut shot there. Dug out by the libero. Outside attack coming. Into the block. It stays each side for the point. Four to 22. Retzi. Charlotte looking for Bella over the block. Played up. Outside attack coming. Knuckled over. Four to 23. Good winning ball out the end line. Libero swapping here brings Emily back to serve. Maddie back into the front row. Maddie into the front row. Emily back to serve. And the 5-6 seam played up. And free ball out. Heat stringing a couple together. 6 to 23. Chip away, chip away, chip away. There's the serve by Emily on the 1-6 seam. Played out by the 1. Quick set, look to the right side, around the block. Big dig by Retzi. Jessa sends a deep free ball. Libero gets there. Outside attack coming. Over the block. Finds pay dirt. This will bring up match point 1 for Storm 18 Adidas. Short end of the net. Substitutions. MK into the front row. Daly back to serve. Sends it. Putting up line drive there. MK on the nice tip around the block. Outside attack coming. Off the block. Right side attack coming. Over the block. And then Daly. Neal. And out. Way to fight, way to fight. Here we go. Daly on the serve. Right the middle back there. Nia. Good defensive hustle. Stays on deep point. Foul spot. Pushed over. Retzi. Daly. Nia through the block. And out. No touch. That wins it 25-9. We're going to attempt to get the string going again.